Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Minnesota Twins vs Chicago White Sox, Miami Marlins vs Washington Nationals, and Boston Red Sox vs Toronto Blue Jays, which are happening on Monday, July 19, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours and hours of your time searching the internet for some fake betting predictions and losing your money because of it. Join High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advices instantly. Minnesota has struggled all season long despite having a talented roster, and things aren't looking favorable here. The Twins are playing their second doubleheader in 3 days here after playing one on Saturday, which is really going to tax their pitching. Minnesota hasn't been great on the mound as it stands anyway, with the team entering Sunday 27th in the majors in team ERA with a 4.96 mark on the season. That's not favorable against a White Sox team that is more than capable of battering good pitching, much less mediocre and below arms like the Twins boast outside of Jose Barrios. Lynn has been terrific this season and beat the Twins soundly in his last start. It doesn't look like Minnesota's nightmare season is getting turned around anytime soon, as the Twins were swept in Detroit over the weekend while getting shut out twice. Minnesota managed just 6 hits on Sunday, 5 of which were singles, and were held off the scoreboard by going 0-8 with runners in scoring as Detroit was in command from the 3rd inning on. J.A. Happ had a rough outing, allowing 7 runs on 11 hits and 1 walk with 4 strikeouts, although he did manage to last 7 innings. Luis Arias went 2-4 with Minnesota's lone double, while Josh Donaldson was on base 3 times. No team in baseball has been worse for gamblers, as Minnesota is 34-58 against the spread and down a huge amount on the money line after coming into the season with high hopes. Overs are a strong 55-33-4 for the Twins, although 6 of their last 9 games have gone under the betting total. Despite the poor overall record, Minnesota's offense has continued to put up strong stats with an average of 4.67 runs per game, while slugging 130 home runs to rank 3rd in baseball. Pitching has held the Twins back as they have a 4.95 ERA to rank in the bottom 5 in the majors, while allowing 1.53 home runs per 9 innings. Rookie Griffin Jax will make his 2nd career start to open the series after most recently pitching on July 3 against the Kansas City Royals, allowing 6 runs on 8 hits and 1 walk over 5 innings, while striking out 3 to take the loss. Jax appeared out of the bullpen 4 times before that start, bringing his season numbers to a 1-1 record and 8.66 ERA across 17.2 innings. Nelson Cruz continues to mash at the age of 41 with a 0.930 OPS, 18 homers and 47 RBI to lead the Twins' offense. Chicago bounced back from a loss to start the second half of the season as they blew out Houston for their 6th win in 7 games. The White Sox entered Sunday holding a comfortable 8-game advantage over the Indians in the AL Central race. Tim Anderson, 2 runs, 2 RBI, led Chicago with 3 hits in the win Saturday, while Brian Goodwin, Jake Berger, 2 runs, 2 RBI, and Gavin Sheets, 2 runs, 2 RBI, each added 2. Jose Abreu, his 16th, Anderson, his 7th, Zach Collins, his 4th, Berger, his 1st, and Sheets, his 4th, all went deep in the win. The power surge was more than enough for Lucas Giolito, 8-6, to earn the win on the mound. He went the distance, allowing 1 run on 3 hits with no walks and 8 strikeouts. Lance Lynn is on the mound for the White Sox here as he makes his 17th start of the year in this contest. He comes in 9-3 with a 1.99 ERA, a 1.037 WHIP, 31 walks and 105 strikeouts over 90.2 innings of action this season. Lynn earned the win in his last start, which came July 7 on the road against the Twins. He threw 6 innings, allowing 1 run on 4 hits with 3 walks and 6 strikeouts in a 6-1 Chicago triumph. Pitching at home this season, Lynn is 6-2 with a 1.53 ERA, a 0.847 WHIP, 15 walks and 70 strikeouts over 59 innings and 10 starts. My betting advice for that game is to pick Chicago White Sox. Washington is dealing with a slew of injury issues with Alex Avila, Yan Gomez and Kyle Schwarber all on the shelf. In addition, Starlin Castro was placed on administrative leave due to an investigation of alleged domestic violence against him, taking another bat out of the lineup. On the pitching side, Steven Strasburg and Joe Ross are both out. Each saw their rehab work slowed due to injury issues. Lester has been roughed up repeatedly this season and hasn't gone further than 5 innings in any of his last 4 starts, while allowing at least 5 runs in each of those outings. Rogers has pitched well and, facing a patchwork Nationals lineup, should fare well against them. Although the Miami Marlins are last in the National League East, they trail first place by only 8 games, and much of that is thanks to a strong pitching staff. Miami is 3rd in team ERA at 3.37, 7th in team WHIP at 1.19, and is holding opposing hitters to an average of .226 at the plate, which is also 7th. Monday's starting pitcher Trevor Rogers is leading Miami and wins with 7.76, strikeouts with 122, and ERA for starters at 2.31. At the plate, Miami has struggled this season. The Marlins are 20th in team batting average at .234, 28th in team slugging percentage at .374, which has in turn produced only 364 runs, which is 27th. The power source for Miami this season has been Adam Duvall with a team-best 19 home runs. First baseman Jesus Aguilar has been Miami's best overall hitter with 15 doubles, 17 home runs and team bests in RBIs with 68 and hits with 84. Miami struggles hitting the ball out of the park as the Marlins through 92 games have hit 91 round-trippers. Washington had their game suspended in the 6th inning Saturday trailing 8-4 and was scheduled to finish that contest before playing Sunday's regularly scheduled game. The Nationals entered Sunday losers of 5 straight games and stood 4th in the NL East, 5.5 games behind the Mets for the division lead. In the NL wild card race, the team was 10 games behind the Padres for the second wild card spot. On Friday night, Washington was buried by the Padres' offensive outburst. Juan Soto, 2 runs, 4 RBI, had 4 hits, while Jordy Mercer, run, RBI, added 2, but it wasn't nearly enough. Soto homered twice, his 12th and 13th of the year, while Gerardo Parra, his second, also went deep in the loss. Eric Fed, 4-7, took the loss as he allowed 6 runs on 3 hits, with 4 walks and 1 strikeout, in 1.1 innings of work. John Lester takes the hill for the Nationals and makes his 15th start of the season in this contest. He comes in 2-4 with a 5.54 ERA, a 1.737 WHIP, 28 walks and 42 strikeouts over 63.1 innings of work this season. Lester took the loss in his last start, which came on the road against the Giants July 10. He threw 2.2 innings, allowing 8 runs, 3 earned, on 9 hits with 2 walks and 1 strikeout in a game the Nationals dropped 10-4. Pitching at home this year, Lester is 2-1 with a 4.46 ERA, a 1.438 WHIP, 13 walks and 29 strikeouts over 40.1 innings in 8 starts. Lester logs his 10th career start against the Marlins in this contest. He comes in 1-3 with a 4.93 ERA, a 1.62 WHIP, 16 walks and 32 strikeouts over 45.2 innings of work against them. Lester is 3-2 with a 4.61 ERA, a 1.465 WHIP, 19 walks and 45 strikeouts over 56.2 innings in 11 career starts at Nationals Park. My betting advice for that game is to pick Miami Marlins. I am leaning towards the over in this game, even though the Red Sox have been less than stellar at the dish as of late. The Blue Jays have an over record of 6-0 in their last 6 games facing a rightly, which Pivetta is, and they have scored 25 runs in their last 2 games. Pivetta has not been sharp against the Jays in 2 starts this season against Toronto, and the same can be said of Stripling, giving up 10 runs in 10 innings in 2 starts against the Red Sox. The Red Sox pitching staff has been decent this season. Giving up the long ball has not been an issue. They are top 5 in the league in home runs allowed and top 10 in striking out batters. They are in the middle of the league in ERA, runs allowed, and walks allowed. Boston is near the bottom of the league in hits allowed, WHIP, and batting average against. If they can continue to keep the ball in the park, they can limit the damage as their pitchers allow a lot of players on base. Boston has been very good on offense this season. They are top 5 in the league in runs, hits, RBIs, batting average, SLG, and OPS. The Red Sox are top 10 in home runs. Rafael Devers, J.D. Martinez, and Xander Bogaerts are all having a very good season and hit in the heart of the lineup. Devers is top 5 in the AL in RBIs and top 10 in runs and home runs. Martinez is top 10 in the AL in runs, hits, and RBIs. Bogaerts is top 5 in the AL in hits and batting average. Offense has been very good all season and is a big reason why the Red Sox are first in the division. They will be battling the Tampa Bay Rays for the rest of the season for first place. Boston does not have a comfortable lead over Tampa Bay, so this is a big divisional series. The Blue Jays have not lost in the second half in their last series, won 3 games over the Texas Rangers, with 1 game postponed. In the 3 games they won, they outscored the Rangers 25-2 and won the last 2 games in shutouts. In the last game they beat Texas 10-0, where 4 players went yard, including Randal Grichuk, who had 3 RBI. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is vying for the Triple Crown, and he has 3 HR and 6 RBI over his last 3 games. Ross Stripling, 3.5, 4.34 ERA, 1.23 ERA, gets the nod in the series opener, and he was not sharp in his last start, where he gave up 4 runs in only 3 2/3 innings in a 5-2 loss to the Tampa Bay Rays. The Jays had won 3 of his previous starts, where he gave up 4 runs over 23 1/3 innings. Toronto has lost both of Stripling's starts against the Red Sox this season, where he was lit up for 10 runs in 9 1/3 innings of work. Ross Stripling struggled in his last start, which was against the Tampa Bay Rays. He went 3.2 innings and gave up 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 earned runs, and struck out 5 in a loss. Stripling has a record of 3-5 with a 4.34 ERA, 1.23 WHIP, and a 78 2/3 KBB ratio in 14 starts this season. Opposing batters are hitting .240 against Stripling this season. He has gone 6 innings or more in 3 starts. The Jays pitching staff has been good this season. As a team, they are above average in ERA, WHIP, hits allowed, runs allowed, walks allowed, strikeouts, and batting average against. Giving up the long ball is a problem. They are bottom 10 in home runs allowed. They do play in a very hitter-friendly park this season, which is a big reason they have given up a lot of homers. Toronto has been excellent on offense this season. They are top 5 in the league in runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, batting average, SLG, and OPS. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. leads the team in hits, home runs, RBIs, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. He is top 5 in the MLB in runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Vlad is having himself a tremendous season. Bo Bichette and Marcus Semien are both top 10 in the AL in runs and hits. This is a very dangerous lineup. The Blue Jays will return home to Toronto on July 30th after playing the entire season in Buffalo. They are currently sitting outside the wild card but are not very far back. Toronto has the lineup to make a good run in the second half of the season to make a push for a wild card spot. My betting advice for that game is to pick over 10.5 runs. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.